It's that time of year again. I'm back out chasing the old flathead on the Swan River. It was out on the weekend. It was run out tide, and I was probably about mid-tide here, so it's pretty shallow where I went. And there was a lot of stringweed and algae around, which was really annoying. I was using a bib lure to start off with, which was the Zip Baits Riggy, which is perfect for the flatties, but there was just too much weed and algae around in the level of water that I was fishing, which is probably about 20 centimeters. I walked out pretty far to the areas where just off the flats it was getting a little bit deeper, and I was hoping that there'd be a flatty there to ambush a bit of the bait that was escaping off the flats. Having said that, the weed and the algae were really annoying, so I chucked on the Zip Bait Raphael. It's a little stick bait, there's no bib on it, so you still got it fouled up every now and then, but it was probably about a third of the amount you would with a bib lure. Just a slow retrieve and tiny little vibrations, just flicking it around. I've got the clear Zip Bait Raphael here, so it sort of looks like a little bit of a fleeing prawn. Put a few pauses here and there. I didn't pause as much as I usually would, just because, again, there was a lot of algae and right sitting on the surface of the sand, so I had it in about 15-20 centimeters of water anyway, so it was fine to just do the real slow retrieve and little wiggles, little motions just from the wrist. I was out here prospecting for probably about 30 minutes. And as usual, I hit one and I thought could have been a blowy, and then it saw me and it got a little bit bigger and gave me a bit of stick. Not the big girls that I like to find in the springtime, but still a nice flathead to start off with. Just taking my time to let it tire out. Again, we're in ankle deep water here. Flapping about with the net. Not the biggest flathead of all time. I think he measured up to about 43 centimeters, but perfect for a catch and cook. Beautiful flatty. Dispatched him, chucked him in my net, and walked back to the car. Had to watch out for all these little baby rays everywhere. Didn't want one of these to ruin my day. When I got home, I cooked it up straight away. So I put on a little bit of charcoal and the little Weber Go Anywhere. Just gutted and scaled the flathead. Make sure you take out the gills. Then I put incisions, 3 of them down right to the bone. With the fish, I'm going to do a lazy man's Mexican rice. So I'm going to start off with some coriander powder, bit of cumin, bit of smoked paprika, bit of garlic powder, white pepper if you have it. I only have black pepper there, and a little bit of turmeric to colour the rice. Lots of salt. I held off a chili because my daughter was going to eat the rice, but I'll usually chuck in a shitload of jalapeno as well. I've got basmati rice. I've washed it twice and then added in the spice mix, and I've added in a can of black beans which I've rinsed beforehand. And it's really important to chuck in quite a bit of olive oil or vegetable oil just so that all the rice grains separate. And all you do is chuck it in the rice cooker. I've chucked the fish on indirect heat here, so if you've got a few heat beads there, put a little bit of applewood on there. I don't want it smoked up too much because I really like the taste of flathead. After about 10 minutes I put some butter and some garlic and let it cook up next to the fish, and I just baste the fish every sort of 10 minutes. I've got it on pretty low heat here, so I'm cooking it for probably about 45 minutes to an hour. Basically you just pull a little bit of the flesh away from the bone there and you know it's ready. And once that rice is cooked, you can pour the remaining butter into that rice and it'll be delicious. There again, you can just pull the meat straight away from the bone. That's about 40 minutes on there. Some thinly sliced red onion, tomato, huge dollop of sour cream, and a shitload of hot sauce. It was bloody delicious. For more Flathead, Perth Metro videos, please subscribe. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments section.